It's spring, and many elite colleges have published their admissions statistics for the class of 2028. I'd like to comment about one of them, Harvard. Harvard's saw a drop, 5.2% fewer applicants overall in the early round, where the most credentialed kids tend to cluster. It was a 17% drop. That was in fall of 2023. And I think I know why. Now, I counsel students, so it's not just statistics. I hear this. I hear students who are qualified to get into Harvard. Not a sure thing, but at least they're in the running. They've gotten their 1550 plus SAT scores, big GPA, or they have a huge athletics recruitability. So I've had kids saying, I'm not doing Harvard. I'll apply early to Columbia. I'll apply to Princeton instead. Or I'm going regular decision. Harvard might be one of them, but it's not my top. I'm out. I'm going to Stanford, they might say. I've heard all of those and more. And it followed the rightful controversy of how Harvard was run and how a Harvard president was elevated despite multiple plagiarisms and bad leadership. And students are mature enough generally to recognize that the pedigree matters for getting a job later. And while Harvard had a pedigree, and still does since it's the oldest university in America and always will be, we're nearly 400 years, that pedigree has been tarnished. And so earnings possibilities are tarnished and kids know it. Why go to a second best school if I can get admitted to a first best? That is a proper calculation. Boston's a cool place to be. You could go there for grad school. You could do an internship there. But there are 20 other top 21 schools in the country. Apply to one of them. At least that's the thinking. The numbers, a decrease of 17% compared to the year before, while Ivy League overall had a slight decrease. Now, there's something to that might be the economics behind an Ivy League degree have fallen as well, especially with kids more and more often moving to science majors. And science is not as driven by pedigree as by what can you do for us when we hire you as a lab technician, a computer programmer, a data processor for an investment bank. These are meritorious things that can come out of almost any college education's program. So do you really need that elite school? For liberal arts, you still need it. And I still advise students to get to the best ranked liberal arts university that you can if that's what you intend to go into after school. Their rankings really matter for getting into graduate programs or getting in with elite employers. I'm Mark Greenstein.